In a cold village in Siberia, yes, Siberia, where everything is frozen, there is an 80-year-old grandma who lives by herself. She skates on the nearby frozen lake. She lives with a few dogs, and she is the happiest person you'll meet, despite living here. Who is this grandma? How did she end up alone in Siberia? And do you know how she gets water? In the remote region of Siberia, Russia, I found Lyubov.
Привет, Nas Daily. Я Любовь Николаевна. Мне в мае будет 80 лет, и я счастливее многих из вас.
Lyubov grew up in the part of the world where it gets really cold really fast. And the nearby lake freezes for 6 whole months every year. So as a little girl, when she had to go somewhere, she needed to skate.
Мои коньки мне привезла старшая моя сестра, привезла, и я вот с тех пор, они выпуска 45-го года. И вот они до сих пор у меня.
And the more she skated, the more she loved it. As she grew up, she moved away from the lake and away from all the ice, and found herself living the normal, boring city life. But no matter where she went, she always took her skates with her. Skates that reminded her of happier, simpler times.
Потому что с детства люблю конечки, люблю катишься и катишься, а еще когда ветер дует, сорма, пальто откроешь, и можно не двигать ногами. И катишься, и катишься, и катишься.
But real life isn't so simple. As the years passed, Lyubov ended up losing her children and then her husband. She was alone and depressed, and she wanted to go back to a happier time. So, one day, she packed all her bags, left the city life behind, and moved back to her old home in the middle of icy nowhere.
Здесь очень может быть холодно, но я нахожу много тепла. И городская жизнь не для меня.
So, Lyubov got herself a small farm, a few animals, and a whole lot of work.
Мне иногда просто для отдыха, иногда коров по делу. Собака моя, Симба, 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 Симба. Трясется, как этот самый, замерз ли чё?
Here, just to get water, she has to dig into the frozen lake and collect water to feed her farm. And sometimes she has to skate for miles and miles to get to nearby towns and buy groceries.
Ближайшая деревня 4 километра. А если море замерзшее, я передвигаюсь на коньках 30-40 минут.
So she unpacked her old skates, put them on again, and skated across the frozen river, just like she did as a little girl a long time ago. Slowly but surely, this lifestyle of simplicity started to make her truly happy.
Люди меня спрашивают, в чем секрет долголетия? Я отвечаю, катание на коньках.
We sometimes go through our whole lives searching for happiness. We think we'll find it in the biggest houses, the busiest cities, in the most expensive cars, or the latest gadgets. But here is a woman who's learned to find joy in the simpler things of life, like her farm, her animals, and her old pair of skates. Did you like that video? I hope so. It was a lot of effort and we're so happy to make it. In collaboration with Facebook, during the month of Ramadan, we are showing you the stories of 30 people in 30 days, and each one of these stories is more amazing than the other. I hope you continue tuning in for this special daily series. And follow us on Facebook. That's more than a minute. See you tomorrow.